A resonance of faith echoes throughout the medical ward where members of a court have their prize. Wards being undone through the focusing of faith through ancient devices from a time thought lost. This presence becomes aware, becomes keenly distinct, and the perpetrator of this place feels it so deeply that she is made aware. How she reacts, no one really knows. But we go to her as she feels this resonance of faith.
Actually, a few kilometers away, we find ourselves in a completely different place. Place that's very familiar to those who've been dwelling in the Bronx for a while, especially those with supernatural abilities of the angels of time and times ago. A set of eyes snap open as someone wakes up. She feels something tugging at the back of her mind. Doesn't take her very long to realize what that is. She frowns as she thinks on the people she knows and realizes that this is not their doing. They're not. They're too ignorant, too young, too inexperienced to pull something off like this. Oh, stronger. And she narrows her eyes and from out of her jacket grabs a seems to be a lipstick. She'll open it and places it on two sides of the area that she's inhabiting. Tiger's den. Tigers leave it alone. They're used to this. She feels the powers of the powers of faith against them. She can't be on her own ward, but she knows. She also knows that no one can sense among further than this ward. It's a risk to use it in this area, but a risk that she now has to take. And she walks from the tiger's den, she walks outside. But instead of stepping outside, she steps into a medical facility. She looks around. Anything changed? Anything different? Someone's been messing with her toys.
She'll see the medical staff, all of them seemingly asleep, in a state maybe just beyond sleep. If she can understand a great deal about medicine, what it takes to be able to look at someone and observe, she might know that they're in what seems to be a state of a almost catatonia, a type of mild coma. Dozens of people laying there asleep. However, she will get the distinct foul scent of torment coming off of them, a lingering embrace as though somebody use the perverted powers of what was once a pure and wonderful evocation.
The the Asian woman will lick her lips, as there is a certain confident smile on her lips. Someone's hunting in her grounds, and now they will find out that the predator has just gotten home. And she'll follow this trail of torment. As she goes further up, she realizes that it's leading into a direction where she would prefer it would not lead to. Her pace fastens.
When she gets to her desired location, she'll see the places where her protections, her safeguards have been placed, and she'll see them burnt out of the surfaces, their patterns leaving behind distinct scars in the wood. And the scent is not like that of fire. No, it's not smoldering wood. It's almost this acrid or the smell of electrical burning, something one might equate to a supernatural power being used to literally burn the faith out of these wards.
The woman will stop for a while, close her eyes, and focus. She calls up on her allies and waits for them to arrive. And as she waits, there are thousands and thousands of tiny spiders crawling up behind her, down the walls, on the ceiling, on the floor. They're washing over her feet and crawling up on her legs as she just stands there, her arms a bit outstretched, head up, eyes closed, and waits for all the pitter patter of all the tiny little legs to silent. It's very, very, very weird silence as all these creatures all seem to be waiting for her commands. The command is not given in any word, but at the same time, the woman, the spiders, she moves forward into the heart of her vault.
She'll see the medical bed laying there with a doppelganger of sorts laying just as she was left. However, an individual standing at the foot of the bed, head shrouded with a hood of a hooded sweatshirt, obscuring much of her features. She stares right back at Loth with a very assured smile, a smug grin that curls up at one side of the face, exposing just a small amount of the pearly white teeth underneath.
Mm. Lily, as people know her, at least think they know her, steps forward, looking at the bed, looking at the figure inside, which is indeed a spitting image of herself. She just checks with one glance to see if all the vitals are still okay, if she's still breathing, if there's still a heart rate. And when there is, she'll look up at the woman. Step away, please. You're hurting my property.
Your property.
Yes.
This was mine long before it ever belonged to you. And I'm taking it back.
And pray tell, how long ago was that? You make me curious.
The smile remains as she walks away from the foot of the bed and walks plainly up to Lily and stares her in the eye. Before you knew things, before you fell, before we answered the call of the Lightbringer,
I see. Be kind and tell me, what is your name?
only if you tell me yours first. And spare me with using hints of names that you know don't belong to you. If I were to invoke the name that I know belongs, and she'll run her fingers along Lily's chin, that belongs to this face, I don't think you would answer.
I see. You're giving me answers already. Mysterious stranger in the night. You say you know her from before, and that you claimed her before anyone else did. Yet I know that she was my prized possession and just needed to be reminded of that. I remember the moment that she pledged her allegiance to me.
She pledged out of fear, out of complacency, trying to make sure that a conflict did not ensue. You know that as well as I do, that she owed you no loyalty, and that anything you had, you gained through coercion.
So what? She was my play toy, and she still is, as everything that belongs to her. You have no business here. This is my playground, the city, the people in it.
The city doesn't
She,
concern me. I have greater aspirations now.
we all have. What makes yours more important than mine?
Mine are going to right things that have been wrong for a very, very long time. And unlike you, I know the means of how to make it happen.
Intriguing. Right or wrongs. Have you become one of those persons who are keen to save the world from its course of destruction? To give
In a manner of
humanity a second
speaking.
chance?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Hmm.
To fix things that we put out of balance.
Ugh. Are you one of those who think that we should never have left the side of our dear father?
I'm one of those that is here for lack of a better option.
We're all here for the lack of a better option. But
Some of us.
No? Bring me your information.
Some of us have a means to do something about it, or at least the ambition to. What is yours? Living a life a bit less ordinary?
My goals have never changed. Never. And if you remember me from those times long ago, then you know what my goals are.
She'll lean forward and very sensuously press herself against this form of Lily and wrap her arms gently around her neck. Your goals were self-gratifying, something I can appreciate. It just took me time.
In the end, with the Lightbringer gone, with the host, our dearly beloved mother and father, gone, there is nothing left but us. We now live to serve ourselves. My dream has come true, and I will claim this city as my playground, and my first play toy ever. Well, my first interesting play toy ever belongs to that city. You left her once before. Now leave.
Smart grows on the lips as she sort of curls a leg over Lily's hip. You know, I wish we could go back and do it all over again. You might have had two companions.
Well, if you pledge your allegiance to me, that's fine.
You know me as well as anybody else. You know where I stood before, and I would never be satisfied being a subordinate.
But you can stay with her together.
She's simply something that I feel a certain possessiveness over. Never an equal. You, however, you opened up certain avenues that I'd never thought of. Certainly you must have wondered about me.
Why you had someone of the wilds in your care. She was nothing special.
No, but you,
To
however,
you.
you were very special as I recall. Every bit my equal, but on the opposite side of the coin.
I had true freedom. Always had. The Lightbringer and me, we had an understanding, you know that.
I was blinded by tradition, by station. It took eons in the pit, and then betrayal in this side of existence to understand what freedom was. Tell me, Loth, would you not like to rule with me at your side?
Dear Zuriel, you're mistaken. I could live with you the same way I did on the other side of the planets. But you and I both know that in the end, one of us would become too greedy. No, you will work under me as my servant, or you will disappear out of my sight. Because in the end, it all boils down to that.
Serve under you.
I'm not a bad master. I
The
like
brow
making things happy.
raises. The brow raises under the hood. Just how under you are we talking about?
Yeah, Lily will bend her head forward so that their lips almost touch. She whispers, "How under me would you like to be?"
There's that sensuous moan that comes as finally she leans forward and meets those lips.
At that point, LWoD would try and do a few things. As their lips touch, a gateway is formed. She will portal something inside of this person's body. The cloaked figure will feel tiny legs crawling into its mouth. And at the same time, they will feel a sensation and emotions as hormones are being tricked. And they will feel passion surge through their body.
The response is immediate as the cloaked figure presses herself harder against Loth and Lily, deepening the kiss, hands moving to rip open her shirt. However, in that contact, Loth will begin to feel that evocation, even as there is a groan and a shudder of pleasure. She'll begin to feel torment rising to the surface as her hands grow tighter around Loth's body. And she'll feel the very life-giving essence of her host form being drained, stamina being sapped away. She'll feel the light or the small thing she sent inside this other person crumble under the twisted evocation of the house of the rising wind. And she'll hold it, continuously draining Loth, draining her. That which once gave life is now very subtly at first, but more and more viciously pulling it away.
Lily will moan as well as she feels her energy being drained. It's not a pleasurable moan. It's more one that tries to fight back as she summons the spiders, the thousands of spiders that are still behind her. They swarm up to the cloaked figure engulfing her as Lily pushes herself backwards, making sure there's no skin contact anymore between the two figures.
As the spiders fall upon her, she will grip and claw at Loth's shoulders, and she'll feel that pulse of faith being poured into their true essences, that paragon of a lore, a visage. And as their lips break apart, she laughs as the spiders that cling to her find their death, fall away. And she'll look at Loth. It's not like before. I have nothing holding me back. No duty, no tradition.
Lily stumbled back, gasping. She seems to be almost down on her knees, but refuses to give up. If nothing is holding you, then why are you here?
I'm removing obstacles out of my way. You need not be one.
I know when to admit defeat. It's one of the reasons why I'm still alive. I will not be your obstacle just now.
It's too bad. She'll crouch down and cup Loth's face. I would have liked to have seen where that would have gone.
I'm sure you would.
Leave
Where are you
us.
taking her?
I'm taking her away to a place where you don't have to worry about her anymore. In a place where, if I need her power, I can take it.
It's too bad. I was rather fond of this play toy.
As I sense it, there are many in this city that you can play with still. And I don't care if you use this guise. It has its, and she'll smirk, appeal.
I undoubtedly will undoubtedly end to
I'm losing you, Sauce.
damn it.
Alright, now I've got you back. I always get you back at the damn
I'm
it.
back. I'm back. Yay, I'm back. Lily will stand up. She'll look up. I'm sure I'll see you again, Zuriel.
You will. Believe me, you will. And should you decide to stand with me when that time comes, maybe we can finish what we started here.
Maybe. Who knows? Lot will turn around. She'll walk out. Head high, straight.
Shirt torn.
Shirt torn. And she'll once again, when she walks through a door, walk back into the den in the Bronx Zoo. And it's not until then that she actually falls to her knees and is gasping for breath. Damn it. She'll roll over and fall asleep, trying to regain the energy that she lost.
Next to that hospital bed, Zuriel turns the lights down. She knows full well the staff is out and will be for many hours to come. She starts to pull the IVs, the monitors, the breathing tube, sliding them all out until the young woman is left as she was without them. Zarya will peel back the hood on her head, and she'll place her hand down on the crooks of the catatonic woman's neck and begin to draw out the substances in her bloodstream. As she draws her hands away, it almost looks as if a black ooze is seeping right through Lily's skin and forming into a almost baseball-sized orb of blackness. And once it's drawn out, she casts it into a medical waste bin and then sits there, gently stroking the arm of Gorgani.
It's 15, 20 minutes later, the Asian girl in the bed will start moving and slowly open her eyes. It's blurry around her, and she tries to focus. She sees the shade of red. It's blurry somewhere where the face should be. She doesn't immediately recognize it, but she's still looking at it, remembering someone with red hair. Locke?
Hello, Lily.
You're dead. No, you're not. You're Reggie. What? Am I dreaming?
If you are, maybe it's a good dream.
I don't feel like I'm dreaming. Where am I? She looks around to see the hospital equipment and is very
You're
confused.
in a bed in a medical facility just outside of the place that you called home.
But why am I? Okay. If this is a dream, it's a very weird one. So I've learned one thing in this world, that's there are many weird things happening. So care to explain why I'm here and why you are here and why you are actually talking to me, and Are you sure you're not just someone's double ganger? And you're confusing me.
Perhaps to send the message home, Zuriel speaks concepts, 5 parts concept that Lily will feel deep inside her core being invoked.
It is you.
I told you I would always come back for you. Just sometimes it takes longer than perhaps either of us would have liked.
Lily will actually sit up and she'll open her arms. It's so good to see you again, but where is Reggie?
Reggie's still in here, somewhere. But certain lures... I've done things to others of our kind, and I've learned new power.
And Lily swallows as she kind of moves back from Locke or Zuriel. She looks up. Have you destroyed our kind?
Only those that try to destroy me.
That's wrong.
At the time, I didn't know any better. I was still broken.
You know what happens when we do that.
I do.
You know what happens to them. There is nothing left of them. They don't have an afterlife. Why have you done that?
At first, it was a reaction. I couldn't help it. I followed an instinct. That instinct brought back fragments, new memories, memories from others, and they triggered and shattered mental breaks that I had lost. The second time, having gained something back, I needed more. And it took me into a place that maybe I shouldn't have gone.
That's fine. It's not good, but we'll help you through this. This is not. It's okay. Just it's good to see you. I've missed you so much. Good to hear that you're more yourself again.
I think I'm more myself than I've ever been. At least since before the time that we were thrown into the pit together.
Okay, that's good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Please. Why am I in a hospital bed? The last thing we need to warn the rest. We need to warn the Rev and the others.
She'll place her hand on Lily's shoulder. Don't worry. The others, some of them at least, I've encountered. Sam, JC. I found them.
Oh, I wasn't talking about them. It's good to hear that you found them. Are they okay?
Yes, they're fine. They're safe.
Oh, that's good. But I've not really met them that often, just when I first arrived here. No, I mean, we need to warn the Rev and Daniel and Jacob, and we need to make sure that they're okay because there's someone in the city who is not.
Don't worry.
Remember what?
It's okay.
No, it's not. It's
They're in
not
good
okay.
hands.
Why? What do you know about that? Who's leading them? How long have I been out?
I'm not
How long
sure.
have you been back?
It took me 9 months to regain what I had lost. I don't know how long you've been out, but I know that when I called to you, you didn't respond. So I gained and learned new power. And when I came for you.
Okay. I believe it was April or May or something. God, there's holes in my memory. Damn it.
It's September 2nd now.
Oh, jeez.
You've been out for quite some time. But the person you put here, she remains in charge.
What? She's in charge? What? No, we have to stop this. Come on, you gotta help me. Lily will go out or step from the bed. Try to, at least.
I think she might find that her legs are severely atrophied.
Yeah. So she'll get off the bed. She'll actually jump out of the bed and then immediately collapse on the floor, kind of laying there. It's like, oh God.
That doesn't look pleasant, Locke will say as she gets up out of the bed and hoists Lily back to her feet and sets her back onto the bed.
Damn it. That hurts a lot. I need to.
You're in no condition to help anyone right now.
Oh, we'll be in a few minutes. Just give me some time. I just need to. I need
She'll
to
place a
announce.
hand on Lily's shoulder. Lily, you need to calm down.
I'm calm. As calm as I can be in this situation. You're just telling me that Spider Queen bitch is still leading the others. They're in danger.
They're in no danger. At least, not right now. Besides, I need you for something far more imperative.
Okay, what?
I found a way to fix things. I found a way to undo the damage that was done when we didn't get it right. We can rewrite much of what is wrong and make it the way we wanted it to be, the way it should have been.
That's great, but how? That doesn't. It sounds awesome, but first we need to at least warn them. I'll come with you. I'm sure that they can. They're fine on their own, but just please let me just warn the others, okay?
There's no time for that.
Yeah, there is. I mean, all I have to do is. Is my cell phone here? Ah, damn it.
Kokani,
Yeah.
I'm about to change this world. For the better. I need you at my side. And I don't have time to waste on the Rev or other inconsequential demons right now.
They're not inconsequential, and you will give me a while to help my friends. What's Surreal? There's some. What's wrong?
She'll move some of the hair away from her face, and you'll notice that the eyes in her sockets are different colored. And if you think about it long and hard enough, you'll know that those eyes don't belong to her. The eyes that you saw the first time you attended court with the other demons.
Surreal, what's wrong? You changed. Stop this. I don't know what you're doing, but stop this.
I need obstacles out of my way, Lily. And I know you're going to try and stop me from what I'm about to do.
What? I'm not an obstacle of yours. I'm your friend.
I know. And I know that what you would do would be you following a conscience. Something that I helped cultivate in you. But I don't need that right now.
Are you? You are Zuriel. I can feel that. But you feel twisted. What's wrong? Stop this. Just listen to me, please.
I have to fix what is wrong. I have to fix what we damaged.
It's not. Sure, a lot is wrong in this world, but whatever you're trying to do is not the way, especially if you think that I'm going to stop you.
One hand will come to the side of her head as she sort of runs her hands down the side of her cheek, and she sort of cants her head to one side. I can feel how much they've perverted this world. I've seen it. Constance tasted it firsthand. Betrayal. I understand so many things now of how wrong we were. If we hadn't gone against certain edicts, they'd remain innocent, and they would have learned on their own eventually. I have to fix it, Clargani. And I know you're going to try and stop me from fixing it.
Surreal, the world is what it is right now. Whether it was good or bad, we can't change that anymore.
I don't need to change it in that way. I'm going to wipe it clean.
What?
And we're going to start over.
No. Surreal, did you listen to yourself lately? This is madness talking.
I heard, in my head, I heard the Father's words ringing out so clearly when he cursed us all. He is so right. I'm going to fix it.
Surreal, listen to me.
I'm going to turn his gaze back to us. And he'll come back. And make it all right.
Surreal, stop. Listen to me. Whatever you plan, don't do it. This is not you speaking. I know you.
You know nothing about me.
I know you better than anyone else.
She'll place both hands on either side of Lily's face. I love you. Through and through, you know that.
Surreal, don't. Please.
I need you to not stand in my way. And I know, because you love me, you will Do everything that you can to take me away from this path.
I can help you, please.
You will. Please don't fight me. I don't want to hurt you.
Cyril, just stop doing whatever you're doing. She'll try to remove the hands from Zuriel. But as she didn't have much strength in her legs, neither did she have in her arms, so she's trying to pull them away from her face, but just listen to
Gorgani,
me, please,
you loved me, right?
with all my heart. You showed me kindness to the world where I felt there was none. You brought me back to this place, and again you taught me. I understand how you feel. When I just arrived here, I fought this world with all my heart, and I thought humanity had destroyed the world and our creations, but they've changed it, sure, but we can help them. Not by wiping everything out. Stop it, please.
Remind me what it was to love again. Kiss me, please.
It's real, no, I can't. You're scaring me. You're not you. I will kiss you, but you will come with me. We will fix whatever has happened to you. Please.
Anywhere we go, we'll go together.
Anywhere?
Anywhere and everywhere.
I've missed you so much.
And I missed you.
Please come back to me. She'll lean forward.
Zuriel will do the same. And she'll tenderly kiss her Gorgani. And then when she invokes her Law of Awakenings, the third level of it, even without pulling on the torment, it simply comes across tormented. And she draws on Lily's stamina, embracing her fully in a hug, holding the devourer close against her as she breaks the kiss and just very gently whispers into her ear, "I'm sorry."
Lily will try to struggle. But after months of sleeping, there's nothing she can do as she feels her energy draining. And
You'll see,
she
it's
closes
better.
her eyes. She'll whisper, "Please, Zuriel, just don't. Just stop."
And as Lily goes limp, Zuriel will pull away from her and let her rest there, in a coma. Someday you'll forgive me. I know that much.